Hello.
Highway to the danger zone.
Okay. Lots of sense there, perhaps. Anyway, yeah, hi. This is a new little thing we're doing. It is my PvP map that I'm making. I thought I got bored yesterday actually, and just decided I might make a PvP map, Redstone Emic fun. I don't know. Uh,
What snapshot are we on?
we are on
It's
the 13W05B,
awesome.
and um, at the moment it's literally nowhere near being anywhere near done. I'm gonna be doing
Update videos. Like I think are we doing them weekly?
I'll do not update videos after a lot's been done, but I will be live streaming most of the progress from starting from when this video goes up.
We made a Twitter now, so all that if you want. And we're gonna make a. Is it Twitch? Make
Yeah, I'm gonna Twitch and we've got a Twitter. I'm gonna live stream to Twitch, obviously. You'll be able to see updates on Twitter. You'll be able to contact us on Twitter, but I suppose that's for another type of video. Maybe we could do like a channel update video, I guess. But well, we could put it here if you want.
Just tell them that we have Twitter now, and then
We'll do a full channel update video on how things are going and what's going on with our lives. But let me explain. Well, if anyone's an avid fan of Bling, you'll notice that uh, a little bit of this logic here is kind of like I have to credit it a little bit to Bling because I learned how to redstone basically from Bling actually.
I
Uh,
watch his videos, but nothing goes in, so I just let Nick do it.
yeah,
To be perfectly honest with you, I had no input on this map at all, but I'm just flying around with a wooden sword, looking like an absolute idiot.
he's kind of in this for the ride as it is because I mean I'm making this completely separate from the channel. I just thought I'd make it,
Yeah,
and
I'm just gonna do update videos on it.
Okay, so I'll go into detail and explain what we got so far. Okay, first of all, this little clock on a loop thing is a minecart that will fall down. I think it's looking at the it's every 5 minutes or so. Looking at the um, console log, but yeah, it's about every 5 minutes looking at the console log. Basically, this minecart falls down, and when it gets onto this track, it'll activate these two detector rails, which will activate these two in turn, and send it back up onto the top of the loop. This first one sets the weather to clear for 1,000,000 seconds, so there will never be any rain on this server. And also
Oh,
the other one sets the time to 2,000, so it'll never be night on this server.
me likey.
Now we have the spawn area, because Minecraft spawn rules on a server are a little bit strange. Even though the spawn points like are out here, you can actually spawn in any of these blocks. You can spawn in this. You can spawn in this area, and so this collectively, everywhere you stand on this, I'm not going to stand on it because my game mode has changed and it'll be irritating.
Do you want me to demonstrate?
You won't teleport you anyway, so there's no point. But whenever you stand on, yeah, go on. Whenever you stand on this, your game mode will be changed as has just popped up in the thing. But
It also got rid of my all my inventory as well.
yeah, it clears your inventory, so you make sure you know. Oh shit! I got too close to it. No. Oh shit!
Yeah.
It does I have to teleport over. It does at P, so it's nearest player. Let me just do this and also TP you to me, and then
Please no, because I'm on survival.
no, I'm inside of safe area.
Oh.
Right. Sorry. Let me just put yourself into.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah, this is just like this is a little bit later. I'll explain this. Just put yourself in creative and fly out this little hole I've just made up here.
It's tasty interior.
Let's go up here. Come up here. Right. Okay. And that basically, actually, where I spawn there, it sets your spawn point to in there. So basically, now whenever you spawn, you'll be and then it. So basically, looking at the command blocks here, what it does first is all at the same time. After, actually, it uses a clock as well. So in case two people spawn at the same time, it will toggle. It'll go through every single one of them eventually. So there's no backlogs. But first of all, it sets the nearest player's game mode to adventure mode. Then also sets the nearest player's team. No. Oh, it's an ampersand. That should be a pound sign. Oh, I'll change that later in the actual real one. It sets your spawn point to team select, and then it also sets your scoreboard teams to default, so you're in the grey section. Clears your inventory and sets your player kills at 1. Then a tick later, it sets your player kills at 0. So basically, it'll then show you on the side instead of you being
Pardon.
invisible. Because otherwise, if you are, if you're invisible, you'll be invisible. You'll be invisible if on this scoreboard until you get a kill. So it basically just puts you up and then down 1. So basically, you're just on 0. And then it'll take you over. It'll then TP you to the team select area, which is in here. So you like to come up here and over here.
Yep.
Right. This doesn't work at the moment because all these got placeholder signs. Basically, I'm using Sephling's sign filter, sign command block filter. Basically, eventually the coordinates that basically this is like kind of a waypoint system. But anyway, the players will then spawn in here, so you get 8 mates along, and you walk along to where you want to be. And
That's
so
going to be a very difficult task for us, but
we have a couple of friends who want to play it, and
a couple.
we'll be able to get a few players. And basically, you see all these. Basically, each player can only be activated once.
It's like step on one.
So yeah, if you want to step on one quickly, you'll see that now that block will not go back in. But what will happen in the actual real thing is, if you want to fly out, I'll reset it. Don't matter.
Down, 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 bow. Sorry, music playing.
If you come over here, come to me.
Where are you? Oh, there you go.
Basically, what'll happen is because you stood on this player, which is from the side 2, it'll take you to here. It'll teleport you inside here and drop you onto a pressure plate. So, hello. It'll drop you onto a pressure plate, which that pressure plate will then check using a system, using this little redstone system. So basically, it runs a test for command where you are.
Yeah.
Basically, it runs a test for command on the whole server to see if any player has got the player score 2. If there is a player with player score 2, it will activate this, so this redstone torch won't turn on. However, this redstone torch will turn on after this, because this will stay off for 3 ticks and give it enough time, which will then put you into the reject section, so you can't actually become player 2, and then I'll make the logic for the reject section eventually. If there isn't a player 2, this won't activate, and this torch will go on, but this torch won't. In fact, I'll demonstrate that in a minute, which will then set the player inside this pod to player 2 to player 2. So they will now be player 2 of 8. It will then say that player is blue team player 2, and then we'll teleport you away. Also, I've got to somehow, I also need to make it set you to blue team, but I haven't done that yet. I'll set that up eventually. But if you want, we can demonstrate this now.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
Right. Stand inside the pod for now. Just
In this pod. Okay.
Yeah.
Apologies for bad control, because I'm playing this on my. I've not like put my mouse in or anything. So. What do you want me to do?
Just standing there. Alright. Basically, I'm gonna set myself to player 2. So scoreboard.
I feel like I'm in an elevator.
Scoreboard option. You will literally only be in there for about 2 server ticks, so less than a second. So you're basically just like flashing around for a little bit.
Cool.
It is scoreboard. It's scoreboard. Players. No. Yeah. Scoreboard players. Set. Nick Stern. Scoreboard teams. Join. Blue. No, yeah, I could just set. Never mind. Scoreboard. Sorry. Scoreboard players set. Nick Stern player. Jesus. Player 2. Basically, I'm now player 2. So if we press this button here, it will find a player 2 on the server, and therefore this one won't trigger. However, the waypoints aren't set up yet, but you would have been teleported to the blue reject zone. Now, if I go back and set myself back to player 0, which is what you are default, it will now, if we do this, you should see that you are changed to player 2, and it'll say, well, I haven't set that up right, but obviously, but but it should say your name there.
Because we all know, kids, my name is at p hashtag blue p2 comma 1.
I wonder what's wrong with this.
This actually looks very very impressive so far.
I'll just set you back to player.
Bear in mind, this has actually been made in about how long? About 4 hours.
Yeah, I haven't really spent much time on this.
So exactly,
I just kind of like, went for it.
you're gonna see this process unfold as well.
Ah, I wonder why it didn't work though. That's what I want. Oh, because there's no coordinates set where it should have been set, but it would have done it. That makes sense. It's just never mind. But yeah, basically that would have then teleported you over because you would have been part of the blue team to in here.
Holy what is this shit over here?
Oh, I'll explain that in a minute. That just really fucking annoyed me because I had to do a lot of typing. But come up here. Basically, you'll then be teleported to this spot along with the other members of your blue team.
Okay, I'm coming now.
And where these are at the moment, there's going to be the same system as before with the pressure plate. However, this time I've set it up so that multiple people can step on the same pressure plate after. Basically, so say there's a pressure plate here and you stood on blue tank. The block would pop out here for a good. I think I could demonstrate actually. And no, I can't remove that sign because I removed that. Actually, I'll be able to.
So these like classes.
Yeah.
This looks awesome.
Yeah, that'll stay out.
I fancy myself as a demolitionist, to be honest.
That'll stay out for enough time for the player who's gone into the. You'll have been teleported away by then, and the player who goes into the thing will have had enough time to come up here.
So basically, this is where you spawn if you die, and then you step on the pressure.
No. Well,
you choose your class from here.
I'm gonna say that for now, once you've chose a class, you're stuck with that class for the whole 10-minute game.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Come through that hole. I may be able to change that. I'm not sure, but just come up through this hole. Once you say you stepped on that, what would happen is, it would send a signal. Hello, I'm over here.
Oh fucking hell! I can't move and move my view at the same time because I'm on a bloody trackpad.
It will send a signal here, which will activate this, which will teleport you then to here, into this little area here, which this pod will be the same principle as before. It'll drop you onto a pressure plate, and then this will extend the piston for a good X amount of seconds. It's about a second, which gives you enough time for the game. In this one pod, this will check for check which player you are. And then each player basically will have their own pod for the tank. So that means that up to 4 players can be in the tank. So that way it can separate you without any issues. So
how can each player have a pod if there's only?
No. Eventually, I will have more pods at the back. I will have for each. This is just the separating section to separate you into your own separate pods. There will be 4 tanks per class, so that's 24 pods.
Are you doing this vanilla? Yeah.
Yeah. With MC Edit though, because sometimes you need MC Edit.
So can you duplicate these pods with MC Edit?
I can duplicate pods, but there will be those pods will be equipping pods. There'll be dispensers that will have different things in each other and infinite dispensers and stuff. But basically, this test for command in here. So if you want to just right click this block and look what I had to type.
Which block?
Just the command block I'm stood on here. Yeah.
I like how one of the before B Tank 1 there's a $sign.
That isn't even the one I meant.
You know, it's intense coding when there's a $sign in front of it.
Yeah, but basically what happens is the one I'm stood on here, when it tests for, if it finds a player in there, it'll put out a signal strength of 1, which will then activate this, whereas the rest of them won't be activated. And they will then teleport you accordingly. Or if you're player 3, this one will be activated and teleport you to player 3's one. And so this happens for each of them. Just every one of these codes is pretty much identical, but bar the class names have been changed, and each one increments. Just right click on any of these, and you'll see how similar they are, but different. Like how many times I had to retype the same code out.
Okay, so they're all changed for the different classes.
Yeah, and player numbers.
I get it.
And that's going to be the same over at the Reds. Then there's going to be.
So far you've done the blue one.
Yeah, there's going to be 6x4 pod area of complete just pods for every class with everything necessarily filled in.
You want to duplicate the spawn area and change the blue wool for red then, won't you?
Well, no, look over here.
Or can you? Or have you already done it?
Come over here.
That's how shit my render distance is on this game. To be
Uh,
fair, I can
come
actually
on.
handle a better render distance than that. I don't know why it's so low.
You can probably handle one on this, especially. I'm on far fancy, so I can
Yeah,
see
there we go.
everywhere.
That's better.
But yeah, this will have the same exact thing as over there, but with red wool instead of blue. And that is literally the extent of what I've got going on at the moment. And this has taken me, I think, 4 hours today, about 2 hours today. I think I spent about 4 hours yesterday doing the spawn and the player select area, and then about 2 hours today doing this one half of the class select, but not the class equip. I still need to do the class equip as well on top. Once you've gone through the class equip, you will be, well, I'm just going to explain now. I'll obviously explain in more detail later. But once you've gone through the class equip, you will then be sent to the waiting area, where once all 4 players, it'll keep doing checks for all 4 players in the same area. And then once all 4 players are in that area, it will then send off a signal saying there is all 4 players in this area. And the red one will do the check as well. So when every player's ready, then every player's spawn will be set at the spawn of the map, and then every player's spawn will be set at the spawn of the map of the actual real map, the actual game itself, and then yeah.
Okay.
And then you'll be able to just keep going. I'm still not 100% sure how I'm going to keep track of the kills. I may have to do it a different way by setting each player's the team spawn point to when you land on it. It sets an incremental counter, which will just increment one every time.
So is that like a light up? You know, like a you could have like a light up leaderboard feature, couldn't you?
I could, but I'm thinking
that
of
would
doing it.
be-
I'm thinking of doing updating. I'm thinking of doing command block updating.
Why
Where
does the kill thing on the right not work?
the kill thing will work, but that's only player kills personally.
Oh yeah,
So you can just see
team
what
kills.
you
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
got. So I mean, it's going to be based off team kills at the end of the day.
Someone will probably make a mod for that which shows 2 different kill streaks, won't they?
But I think Mojang are working on it, to be honest with you. But I think the best way to do it for now, for what I'm going to do, unless the update does come out when I can, is I'm going to have it so when you die, you get taken to a plate, you spawn on top of this pad thing, which will then detect that you've died, teleport you back to your spawn, and also increment 1 for the enemy team's kills, which will then be added to the thing. And basically every minute, every minute the player's kill streak. No, yeah, the every minute in the chat will pop up a command block saying that there's X minutes remaining, and the team scores in red and blue.
Okay. So the original spawn point is going to be here then.
The original spawn point's here, but then it's basically just dotting about. But eventually there will be like a little section underneath the map where there's 2 pads. That's where your spawn point will be when you're playing. And then once the game hits to 10 minutes over, which will be done by a timer, the game will then set everyone's spawn point to the end room,
where it'll show the scores and shit.
And the end room, I'm gonna see how it's gonna work from there. I think it'll send everyone to the end room, where then you can just exit the game and reload the map if you want to play again. Or I may make it resettable, but
well, so far this sounds brilliant. So
I have no idea what I'm actually gonna make the map though.
Yeah, congratulations so far, because it's good. It's good so far. You've got the bird basics down now, haven't you?
I think I've done the hardest part, to be honest.
Exactly, that's what I thought.
Maybe
you haven't actually got you have actually done the hardest part, I would think.
Maybe the scorekeeping might be difficult, but I don't know. It's just gonna prove difficult when it comes to it if it is. One thing I want to say, I'm gonna probably end up getting about 3 or 4 people to work on the actual gameplay map. As well
that'll be probably the only thing that I'm helping on in this map.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna think of ideas, maybe plan out some things in my head, but then you and me, you might see some cameo appearances on the channel of some of mine, and maybe some of mine and your friends, maybe.
Yeah, our friends then.
Yeah, our friends, but yeah, some of our friends.
The return of Apartment Pig.
Yeah, oh yeah, there you go. He's actually, I did ask him before if he'd help me build it, and he was like,
if you actually know who Apartment Pig is, then bravo. If
you're fucking thanks.
So
Yeah.
basically, I've just bravoed myself because I'm gonna watch this later.
You bravoed me as well.
Yeah, because we're the only two viewers. That joke can't really be used anymore because we get at least like 20 views on each video.
To be fair, I don't know.
And also,
60.
whilst we're here and we've finished talking about the actual map, I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone who's actually subscribed to us on this channel.
Yeah, and we will keep making content as long as we can, really.
And if you have any suggestions, then most certainly
Please leave them.
tell us them because, to be honest with you, the chances are that we probably will do what you say because we get no suggestions at all.
Basically, there's like if you do suggest, you you will be the only person suggesting, as you've just said. To be fair.
Yeah.
But also, as long as we as long as we're able to do what you suggest, and now the fact that you're getting a better capture card than that one we had to record Shrek Super Party on.
I had basically a shit capture card, but to be fair to it, it worked when you were coming around, and it worked when we were recording Shrek.
It just broke.
But then it broke afterwards. But I'm getting a dazzle now, which I know is not the. Oh, if you'll pardon the pun, I know it's not the pinnacle of capture cards. Fucking hell, that was an amazing pun.
That was amazing. But
I know it's not the pinnacle of capture cards, but to be honest with you,
it's better. I went there
we're only gonna be recording standard definition games. So.
Exactly. Something else to note. I've been playing a lot.
We're both male.
That's something to note. I've been playing a lot of. Well, maybe we could. I don't know.
We met I think we're thinking of starting a Terraria thing as well, aren't we?
Yes,
so
that would probably happen.
I haven't played too much of that. I think I played like 6 or 7 hours of it. So
I think I played
that's
like
not
43 hours of it, to be fair.
Yeah, I got it on the Steam sale, so I've played a bit of it, but we haven't actually played it together, so it'll be good.
Fun fact: I've been playing Crisis 3's multiplayer beta lately, and if I get really bored and want to record some Hunter on that, expect to see some commentary of Hunter, and I will probably have thingy here, kind of like
Is this
what
gonna
we do.
be for your channel?
Yeah, probably for mine. Or if you want to join, we could do a. Well, you can't really play actually.
Yeah.
We could do a Super Brothers type thing with it, because you've got your series to do, Super Brothers, if you can record anything. In fact, to be fair, you could do a proper console game if you wanted, because you'll have your you'll have your Dazzle, and then we'll just do.
Yeah, that is a good point actually. But yeah, we've got what coming up. This is the next video that's going to be uploaded, isn't it?
Well, that was really weirdly. That's kind of scheduling. Might as well blow it. We've literally just uploaded Shrek's Super Party finale. So.
Yeah. So that's the end of that. We've got the only other footage we have other than this is we've just recorded a bunch of
behind the
Super Brothers episodes.
Behind the scenes with HylianBandicoots.
So yeah, you're going to be getting that. You're going to be getting Super Brothers, and also.
This will be up on. It's Wednesday today.
I'm closing in on I'm closing in on getting a Dazzle. So when I get that, we've got a holiday coming up. So Nick's going to be over in that, and then we're going to be doing various console games.
Yes.
Should we tell them what console games we're doing? I think we already did, didn't we, in the Shrek thing? We're going to do an Ocarina of Time series, so that's going to be amazing.
Obviously, I think you're going to be the one.
We're both going to alternate.
Yeah,
between.
That's good.
So.
We're going to be doing a Shrek's Treasure Hunt.
Yeah. We're going to be playing that game, and we're going to be playing. I think are we going to do Rugrats as well? Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, I got Rugrats Search for Reptar, and I absolutely love that game.
Also, the Easy Cap doesn't like any systems lower than 5th generation, and it didn't even like my PS1, which is a 5th generation system. But now I'm getting a Dazzle that will record NES and SNES and all like others. So
you know what game if we ever play, I'm gonna absolutely cry over. In fact, we will probably play it because we both own the game, Super Mario World.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm gonna So you'll be seeing like classics like that, and I have all the Super Mario Brothers trilogy on NES, so all those good stuff.
You'll be seeing a lot of.
And it'll just be quick little. Some of them will just be quick little videos. Like maybe one will be like a
1 or 2 part
half an hour special on us trying to get as far as we can on Mario Brothers, or as far as we can get on Kung Fu or something.
I don't know. We will never obviously stop with what we're doing now. I mean, these
Because
series.
basically we basically just made the channel to play because we played video games
Yeah,
now, and
we play.
we played video games then, and we play video games now. So as long as we keep playing video games, this channel's not going to die. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't see that ever stopping in my life. So you're going to be seeing videos when we're 88 years old.
I like. The thing is, we've now got lots of consoles we can record. This has been a longer video than I expected. we've got
Well,
we've got a lot of extra.
it can be called update slash chit chat.
Well, yeah, well, actually, yeah, we will. Well, don't think we should really say anymore because I think we should do a proper update video as well alongside this, where in fact, we could do an update video and I'll just smack on some stupid gameplay recorded footage behind it
I
as
don't
well.
mind. What else do we have to say about update?
Well, we can do a lot. There's a lot of stuff we can still update. We can talk about. I mean, we still haven't really gone in depth on live streams, in depth on future plans that much. We got a lot we can go in depth on. But to be honest with you may even end up seeing like an hour long video on the channel. Well,
Hmm.
split into two parts, obviously. Well, maybe not. We've done an hour long video before.
Yeah.
An hour long video. In fact, it'd be a lot quicker to render as well with this computer.
Yeah.
An hour long video on updates, maybe, which is be with Crisis. In fact, that's probably the best place to play Crisis Free play.
Yeah. So yeah, you've got a new PC now as well. So even though my Dazzle won't be the best at recording full HD games, you'll be able to record full HD games on your new PC. So
Hells yeah. But let's keep this to the update video now because we kind of want to
right.
wrap this one off. So, well, we just really need to record the update audio and then I'll just redo the rest of the video.
Bye.
Goodbye!